Come together right now. No Beatles. No Beatles today. That's a golden oldie. I can see you guys now. The color on this video is kind of off. It's kind of bright in different kind of places hovering over me here. Hopefully the video quality is good for you guys. Good morning. We're getting near the end of our week here. I've been busy all morning. I've got a lot of stuff I need to do today because time is of the essence, and I can't get into why. As you guys know, we like to do things kind of covertly. We don't usually announce a lot of the things that we're going to do. If you follow the videos, if you've been following me for years, you'll know the type of ministry that we're in. And you'll know that even right now, we don't have our public address, our home address. We don't have it listed online at this time. Maybe in the future. The old house address was put up for our ministry. But right now, we're kind of laying low. And if you ever talk to people who, you can't ask Rebecca Brown because she's deceased now. She's gone home to be with the Lord. You should read the Rebecca Brown books. She corrected herself in her latter books. She was a woman who was learning stuff about the occult and how to help people coming out of, the elite or satanic brotherhoods. And you'll see her testimonies of all the attacks she went through, her and her family. If I'm not mistaken, I believe her work first started in Indiana when she lived there. Satan has servants all over the country, just like God has servants all over the country. And so if you want to get a little bit of a grasp of some of the work that we do, I recommend that you read the Rebecca Brown books. He Came to Set the Captives Free, I believe, is the first book. You might be turned off by the cover, but if you read some of that, you'll understand the kind of ministry that we do. And so we can't always give away information. We can't always give away our location, where we're going, where we're at, things like that. I know a lot of people who don't get it. They're just thinking, you're crazy. No, we're not fearful. We have a dangerous ministry because we are not just bringing people to Jesus. We're helping people come out of satanic ritual abuse. And if you know anything about the enemy, he doesn't sit down and let you just walk in and take his soldiers. He puts up a fight. So I hope that inspires some of you to get those books. They're not new. You can't get them new unless somebody's been holding on to them all these years. But I recommend you go onto eBay or Amazon or your favorite book sites and check out some of Rebecca Brown's stuff. Because, like I said, it's going to give you an understanding. It's going to open up your mind to some of the work that we're involved with. All right. We had a very busy day yesterday. As you can see, I got my hair cut. My Native American name is Crazy Hair. But anyway, we found out some other news today, which will be announced probably in a week or two. And I'm excited for that. So lots of things coming, and hopefully we can share some of it with you. In the meantime, we're going to do a fast break devotional here today. This is day 164. It's called The Morning Watch. We're going to go to Isaiah chapter 50. I thought we'd read the first 9 or 10 verses, whatever I decide. So turn over there now. Sister Joyce, greetings to you. Sister Faye, love and appreciate you. Brother Jimmy Carr. Sister Lisa, Courtney, Tabitha, Trista, Mona, Opal, Brother Benjamin and Grayson, Charlie, Melvin and Don. All right. In Isaiah 50, verses 4 to 5, in the NCV version, it says, "Every morning he wakes me. He teaches me to listen like a student. The Lord God helps me learn." And that wasn't the entirety of those verses, but it kind of stapled them together there. Well, that's kind of special. I got just a honey buns box sitting on my desk, and it's going back and forth like that. Maybe the air conditioner, I don't know. Like I said, this is the house of supernatural. All right. Isaiah chapter 50, starting at verse 1. "Where is the certificate of divorce by which I sent your mother away?" And that is what Christians today, everybody, if you do happen to go through a divorce for whatever reason, hopefully it's a God reason, you are to give that certificate of divorce to present both of yourselves as single. "Where is the certificate of divorce by which I sent your mother away? Or to which of my creditors did I sell you? For your iniquities you were sold, and for your transgressions your mother was sent away. Why, when I came, was there no man? When I called, was there no one to answer? Is my hand so short that it cannot redeem? Or have I no power to deliver? Indeed, at my rebuke, I dry up the sea. I make the rivers a wilderness. Their fish stink because there is no water, and die for thirst. I clothe the heavens with blackness, and I make sackcloth for their covering. The Lord God has given me the tongue of the learned, that I may know how to sustain him who is weary with a word. He awakens me morning by morning. He awakens my ear to listen as the learned or learned. The Lord God has opened my ear, and I was not rebellious, nor did I turn back. I gave my back to those who struck me. This is prophetic about Jesus. And my cheeks to those who plucked out my beard. I did not cover my face from shame and spitting. For the Lord God will help me, therefore I shall not be disgraced. Therefore I have set my face like a flint, and I know that I shall not be ashamed. Verse 8. He who vindicates me is near. Who will contend with me? Let us stand up to each other. Who is my adversary? Let him come near to me. Certainly the Lord God will help me. Who is he who condemns me? Indeed, they all shall grow old as a garment. The moth shall eat them up. Let's do verse 10. Who among you fears the Lord? Who obeys the voice of his servant? Who walks in darkness and has no light? Let him trust in the name of the Lord and rely upon his God. A lot of good reading in there. Some of it prophetic, as you know. That was Isaiah, one of the major prophets. And it's not that the Bible has the major prophets and the minor prophets, and it's not because of their significance personally, it's just because of how much volume of their story or their prophecies are written in the Bible. That's what it means. So Jeremiah and Isaiah have the longest prophetic books, so they're known as the major prophets. Amos, Hosea, those smaller books are just known as the minor prophets. That's how it works. Okay, again, this is called the morning watch. Each new day is a gift from God. And if you are wise, you will spend a few quiet moments each morning thanking the giver. And I've said that in recent devotional videos. Give God the praise. Thank him for what you have. Thank him for what he's going to do. And I have this author's books. Warren Wiersbe writes, surrender your mind to the Lord at the beginning of each day. And that's sound advice. When you begin each day with your head bowed and your heart lifted, you are reminded of God's love, his protection, and his commandments. Then you can align your priorities for the coming day with the teachings and commandments that God has placed upon your heart. So, if you've acquired the unfortunate habit of trying to squeeze God into the corners of your life, it's time to reshuffle the items on your to-do list by placing God first. And I've said that before. A lot of people, if this represents all the things they have to do, this is their life, their priorities, and they try to fit God in there somewhere. Oh, God, can you fit in here, over here? No. Jesus needs to be center. And then you fit your to-do list. You fit your other things. You try to fit them in around God, not the other way around. So let me read that part again. So if you've acquired the unfortunate habit of trying to squeeze God into the corners of your life, it's time to reshuffle the items on your to-do list by placing God first. And if you haven't already done so, form the habit of spending quality time with your Father in heaven. He deserves it, and so do you. That's a good reminder for today. Howard Chandler Christie said, every morning I spend 15 minutes filling my mind full of God, and so there's no room left for worry. Now, a lot of these Christian authors and men of God, they didn't believe in deliverance. And so they tried to find other ways. If they didn't believe they could have demons, like a spirit of fear or worry or anxiety, they figured, okay, well, I'm going to develop other habits to kind of counter that. And I guess if you don't believe in deliverance, that's what you have to do. But maybe, for example, if you examine your Christian walk, you say, well, I got a lot of anxiety. Get to examining things first. Think about it. Is there anything in my life that is causing the anxiety? Are there people that shouldn't be there? Are there things in my life, habits I shouldn't have, that are bringing the anxiety on? And if you can't figure it out, maybe it's spiritual. Maybe you just need to come against it. A spirit of anxiety, fear, worry, whatever, stress, oppression, different things. So sometimes it's spiritual. Sometimes it's just things you've allowed in your life that just need to be cut out. You see, not everything is a demon, but not everything is from the outside. Sometimes it's on the inside. So pray. If you struggle from anxiety and worry and fear, pray for the Lord to reveal why that is. Kay Arthur said, I don't see how any Christian can survive, let alone live life as more than a conqueror, apart from a quiet time alone with God. And let me remind you as we close, as our pastor likes to say, too many Christians are living far below their privileges. We should be living a life of victory. We should be more than conquerors. Find out how to do that. All right, guys, I'm going to go back to my busyness. God bless you. Share this video around. Comment if you would like. And we'll see you in the next Fast Break Devotional.